Have you ever wondered about the rare and unusual events that have shaped our world's history? History isn't just about wars, politics, and revolutions. Sometimes it's the bizarre, the inexplicable, the utterly strange events that ripple through time, leaving us pondering and questioning. Today, we will delve into the annals of our past and unearth 3 such events that seem more like fiction than fact, each one of them a testament to the unpredictability of life and the human experience. Our journey begins in the early 16th century, with the intriguing dancing plague of 1518, a mass hysteria that swept through the streets of Strasbourg. We'll then move on to the 20th century, to the Great Emu War of 1932, where Australia led a military operation against emus. And finally, we'll explore the year without a summer in 1816, a year when the world was plunged into a chilling cold. Prepare to be amazed by the strange but true tales from our past. Imagine waking up one day and seeing your entire town dancing uncontrollably. Sounds like fiction, right? But in 1518, this was a reality in Strasbourg, France. The dancing plague of 1518, as it came to be known, was a phenomenon that saw hundreds of people take to the streets, dancing for days on end without rest. And tragically, some even danced themselves to death. Now you might be thinking, how does a dance plague even start? Well, it's believed to have begun with a woman named Frau Trophia, who started dancing fervently in a street, and within a week, 34 others had joined her. Theories abound about the cause of this bizarre event, from food poisoning to stress-induced mass hysteria. It eventually ended after around 2 months when the dancers were whisked away to a mountaintop shrine to pray for absolution. This strange event left historians puzzled, but it's just the beginning of our journey into rare historical events. From a dancing plague, we move on to an actual war against birds. Yes, you heard it right, a war against emus. Picture this. It's 1932 in the vast expanse of the Australian outback. Farmers are up in arms, not against a foreign invader, but against a native flightless bird, the emu. In the midst of the Great Depression, emus migrated en masse into the farmlands of Western Australia, devastating crops and livelihoods. In desperation, the Australian government did the unthinkable. They deployed the military. Armed with machine guns, the soldiers took aim at their feathered foes. But the emus, they were wily opponents, scattering and regrouping, proving to be a surprising challenge for the trained military. Finally, after months of combat, the government admitted defeat. The emus had won, and so the Great Emu War ended, not with a bang, but with a squawk of victory from the emus. The emus may have won the battle, but our journey into historical oddities is far from over. Can you predict the weather? What if we told you that in 1816, summer never came? This astonishing episode is known as the year without a summer. It was a year when the world experienced severe climate abnormalities, causing average global temperatures to decrease significantly. The primary culprit? A massive volcanic eruption from Mount Tambora in Indonesia. The eruption was so powerful that it injected an extraordinary amount of volcanic ash into the stratosphere, obscuring sunlight and altering weather patterns globally. Crops failed, livestock died, and food shortages became widespread, leading to what some call the last great subsistence crisis in the Western world. In Europe, the lack of grains led to a surge in the consumption of potatoes, shaping diets for generations. In North America, the cold, dry summer prompted widespread religious revivals and migration westward, forever changing the course of American history. A year without a summer, a war against birds, and a dancing plague, history indeed has its fair share of oddities. These rare historical events remind us that history is not only about wars, politics, and revolutions. It's about the unpredictable, the uncanny, and the downright bizarre. The dancing plague of 1518, the Great Emu War of 1932, and the year without a summer in 1816 are but a few examples of the oddities that pepper our past. These events, while unusual, offer us a rich tapestry of human experiences and reactions. They challenge our understanding of what's possible and push the boundaries of our collective narrative. They're a testament to the fact that history is not set in stone, but a constantly evolving story shaped by the unexpected. So, let's dig deeper. Let's peel back the layers of our past and find the strange, the rare, the unbelievable. History is not a static field of study, but a dynamic and ever-changing landscape. So, next time you think history is just about dates and dead people, remember these bizarre events and think again.